So tell us about yourself.
My name is Enyi Omine Grace, and I came into the UK in 2022 to study my BSc in Digital Marketing and Data Analytics. I was going to continue to study my master's with in innovative course and then go back to my local country to give them support on what I've studied in the UK.
So where about the UK? Nigeria.
I'm from the east side. I'm from
The local government.
Udi local government.
Okay, yes. We do have some initiatives in place, which I believe you may have been in contact with in terms of showing your relevance. So well done. But for some reasons, we now have an issue with you and your universities. Can you talk to us about that?
As I said, I arrived in the UK 2022. So ending of 2022, my dad became really sick and he passed away 2023 March 15th. And first of all, I was in denial. I couldn't believe that he passed away. And also I came in early. I still arrived in the UK and I couldn't go back to attend this burial. So I viewed this burial online, which had so much thoughts. It has so much impact on me. So every day I was guilty that I couldn't even go to my father's burial, and I just feel like maybe I was the reason why he passed away. I was like trying. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I contacted Nigeria Suicide Prevention, and they advised me to be around people at It and it will help me to get these thoughts out of my head. And with me being lonely, I don't have anybody here. So the only place I could be around people was at work, and the energy they give me at work was a live,
The
like
positive
a
one.
positive one. And I just have to I just could not think that time, to gather all my hours, and everything that was just happening around me was happening too fast, and I just could not concentrate. I couldn't, I lost interest in taking care of myself. I'm just trying to be around people just to survive and just to try to get these thoughts out of my head.
What is the current problem between you and your university at the moment?
The current problem, because when the Home Office contacted me, I went to the university myself to tell them what was going on, and they withdrew my cast, and they told me that if the Home Office came back to me in my favor, that they are going to reinstate my sponsorship. But unfortunately, I was asked to leave the UK with immediate effect, which,
And that was because
that was because I overworked my hours.
did you know you were overworking your hours?
I couldn't, like I said earlier, my everything was just happening. I just could not put my,
I can understand. I'm sorry about pushing you with those kind of questions because I know immensely what you're going through and appreciate it. So we're there to support you, but we just also would like to know what you have been through, the circumstances leading you up to, you unknowingly, I would want to believe you unknowingly did that because of the situations. But were you not given some sort of like a timetable from universities that would guide you into knowing whether or not you're exceeding your hours?
I was, 2023, they gave me, so there's somewhere in the app where you could download your personalized timetable. So, we did that 2022, and that was what I knew about how to download that. So 2023, I contacted them and asked them to give me my, like the place I could download this is no longer available on the app. And if they could, make it available so I could download my personalized timetable.
What is in
And
that personalized timetable?
it gives you the time that you need, the particular dates that you need to stop working.
Okay.
And it also tells you from what date to what date you shouldn't work. And you should work. So it's more personalized with your name and everything in it.
Okay. So at the very least, the university tried as much as it could to guide you guys in knowing that. So when you had that guide, what then happened?
So when I contacted them in November 2023, they sent me a link. And at that time of what I was going through, I just could not understand what was on the link. It was just like the link it has combination of the London, London timetable. It has combination of the York. It's just general everything.
Okay,
So I just don't understand it at that time.
You contacted the university. How did you contact them?
With email. I emailed them to give me this, and they sent me a link.
Okay.
And also, so
when they sent you the link,
yeah.
was in that period that you overworked your hours?
So when they sent me the link on November, like I said, I did not
November what year?
2023.
Okay.
Ending of 2023. So they sent me the link, and I just did not understand that link at that time with what I was going through. Yeah.
Did you not speak to friends or maybe attempt to approach the university? Because I do know universities have some of these departments.
On a normal circumstances, I would have gone to the uni for them to clarify me on this.
What do you think aggravated your mental state?
It was because of my dad passing away, and because I just could not go to his burial.
And he was
my main sponsor.
Your main sponsor.
And we had like a very strong ties before he passed away, and I couldn't be there in his burial. So it has so much impact on me.
Okay, so I can understand. And were you aware that your university also have departments in place that if you had opened up to them, they could have been more lucid, they could support it?
At that time, to be honest, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that there is a well-being team. So I could have asked around, like I said, but if I had to call, a Nigerian, like I had to call Nigerian suicide prevention, because I had to Google that to say that if there is, because I was having suicidal thoughts. So I had to Google that.
And then possibly you were either scared or ashamed
I was.
Want to mention this kind of stuff, even if you're aware that they're available in the universities.
Yes.
Right, I just want to encourage you that I'm studying in the UK. It's very difficult. Combining your studies and work as well. Most importantly, when you're having to undergo such a very, very difficult situations which you have been through. And we feel sorry for what has gone through, and then we will be trying whatever way possible we can to support you in the process. It's certainly a situation where we need to be very compassionate towards Grace. Grace is your name, right?
Yeah.
Who had gone through difficult situations. And how have you been coping with your academics?
So
in terms of your grades and performance, so what's your current grade now?
It was 71.86%.
Is that first class?
It's distinction.
Okay.
First class, yeah.
Okay, so you are, despite all these issues that had happened, you had kept on with your academics. You've been studying very hard because of what your dad has.
Yeah.
All right. I can understand that completely. So, you are in your final year now.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to my final year in September, but unfortunately I can't because the schools has withdrawn me, asked me to leave the UK immediate effect, and also the Home Office has asked me to leave the UK.
Having spent, so you've contacted the universities when you were getting confused of the timetable?
Yeah.
And then you've got evidence of that?
Yeah.
And then your dad died?
Yeah.
Do you have the
I have
death certificate of your dad?
Yeah, I do have the death certificate.
Okay, and you also contacted the Nigerian Student Prevention?
Yes.
That could attest to the level of your mental state at the time?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we tried everything we can to push across what you have said to the relevant authority. And I trust the UK government, as much as they're very conscious about students sticking into the regulations and law. They're also very compassionate. And I believe that they would actually listen to all that you have said and then would apply that compassionate ground and to deal with this situation. But what would you want to say to other Nigerian students who probably may be in a similar situations, or what can you say to them to avoid that kind of situation?
I would honestly say to them to, whenever you feel like you're mentally draining, go to your university and ask people there. There is always, like a well-being team, a health well-being team that is being organized for students, which on my case, I didn't make use of it at the initial time. So I would advise students to make use of this. Let them know. Go to your GP to help you. Try to speak out on time so that you don't make the mistake of just, trying to be around people and trying to work, just to get your these thoughts out of your head. Try to seek for help in time, just to help you come out of this.
And if there are conflicts within understanding personal time, I'm guessing all universities do provide that kind of. If there are conflicts, what would you advise students?
I would advise them to go to this information desks to ask to clarify this before they start working. Just try as much as possible to make sure that you've got everything right. Go to them and get clarity before you continue working. Which in my case, if I had done that, it wouldn't have been an issue for me now. I would have done it right.
So what kind of solution are you expecting from your current situation?
I'm honestly hoping that the authorities, Home Office, is going to give me a compassionate ground for me to at least finish my degree. I've always wanted to make a big impact in my local community, and it will be an opportunity for me, an honor for me to at least get my degree and for me to, make this impact on them, because this is what I've always wanted. And I feel like, it's going to be a dream for me, both for me and my late dad, and also a dream for young people coming up, because I believe that my skills and the skills I'm acquiring now is going to make a big impact on the young individuals that are growing up.
Right.
So, if I can be able to get my degree, then I can be able to teach them on what they don't know about in digital marketing and data analytics.
Good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you have said, particularly your intentions to grow your skills and knowledge and expertise here in England with your studies, which you are hoping that the authority would allow you to finish, because you spent 3 years, and over the years you have excellent grades, which is pointing you into a first class. So, and then we just want to say thank you, because you are the kind of people that we are looking for to give a good example to the young people when it gets to your grades. And then also with the movement of Return to Nigeria initiative, we're looking for good-minded students like you who have that mindset to develop themselves, their capability, and have an impact back home. So we will try whatever we can, and we're believing in the fairness and then of the good heart of the Home Office to come in to your aid and support you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank
We'll
you.
be in touch, yeah?
Okay.
Good.